Okay, in this video I'm going to show you that how to secure the password in the backend database. So right now that wherever we are putting the password, that the password is in the plain text format, and this is not a good practice to have the password as a plain text in the backend database. Instead of that, it should be like some random bit of string, right? And the password should get stored over there. So I'm going to introduce one of the best practices of the Spring Boot, that to use the password encoder. So if we go to our application, and then if we go to the security config, there you can see that initially we had specified the password encoder as no password encoder. That means that no password encoder is applied. But rather than that, if we want to make our application secure, we should have to use one of the best password encoder available. So guys, here I'm introducing the password encoder called BCrypt password encoder. BCrypt password encoder. Okay, so this is the password encoder that is used in the majority of the Spring Boot based web application. Okay, so here it is asking me to search for the dependency that we require to have the dependency for the BCrypt password encoder. Actually there is a spelling mistake here. There should be a spelling, there is BCrypt password encoder kind of this. Okay, so now let's see that how to fix this particular error. So basically the error is of that I don't require to have this by, and the spelling is BCrypt password encoder. So here you can see that now it is giving me the option of the BCrypt password encoder. Yes, we have successfully added the BCrypt password encoder to our application. So what will happen, that whenever the user will provide the username and password, like here, suppose if I'm opening the application once again, localhost colon 8080, right, at that time. Okay, let me check that what has happened to the application. I require to start the application. Let me quickly start the application. Okay, so the application is started. Right now let's go back to the browser, and here in the browser I'm typing a command that is admin. Okay, and when I click on the sign in, right, at that time it is not allowing me to sign into the backend database. The reason being that now the admin string would be converted into its equivalent BCrypt encoded string. Okay, so let's see that how does it look like. So let me go back to the Google, and there I'm going to search for the BCrypt password encoder. Right, no, not this one. BCrypt password encoder. Let me write online BCrypt password encoder, and let's search for that. Yeah, here it is. I'm going to this particular link, and here let me type the string that is admin, and let me click on a BCrypt. Okay, so this is the password, right? So let me copy this password. Okay, I'm clicking on this copy to clipboard and going to the database, and here instead of this admin I'm going to paste this. Okay, so if you will see this, yeah, here is the option to save the changes. So now the password, this particular password will be saved to the backend. Let me click on finish, and I'm moving back to the console that I'm providing admin. Okay, and now this time it should successfully log into the system. So I'm clicking on that, and here you can see that we have successfully logged into the system. We are going to use this BCrypt password later on, password encoder later on, whenever we are going to implement the functionality of the user registration. That's it for this video.